Hello there. This is your girl, Valerie Mason Chase, and I have a question for you. How do you and your partner define infidelity? What do you consider cheating within your relationship? I've heard couples go back and forth. They can't seem to get on the same page in terms of defining what is and what is not infidelity. But that's what we're going to talk about on today's episode of Marriage Minute, brought to you by Marriage Beyond the Breach. Sometimes couples go back and forth trying to decide, well, was it cheating? Was it not cheating? Was it infidelity or was it not? Did it cross the line? Did it cross boundaries, or did it not? Well, I have what I believe is a surefire way of determining what is infidelity, what's cheating, and what is not. And here's the thing. This is the question to ask yourself. Whatever it is I'm thinking about doing, whatever it is I'm thinking about saying, whatever activity I am considering engaging in or I am engaging in, would I do that? Would I say that with my spouse sitting right next to me? If the answer is no, then that's a red flag. All kinds of light bulbs and bells and whistles should go off in your head if you say to yourself, well, if I, like for myself, for instance, if I say to myself, if the cookie man was sitting right next to me, I wouldn't talk to that guy that way. If the cookie man was sitting right next to me, I wouldn't sit so close to this brother. If the cookie man was sitting right next to me, I wouldn't say or do whatever it is I am thinking about saying or doing with this brother. That is a huge red flag, and it should immediately put up the stop sign. Now, you might say, well, Val, there are people who cheat and get numbers and do all sorts of things right in front of their spouse. But guess what? I ain't talking about them. I'm not talking to them. Because them's the kind of fools that don't give a rat's behind about their marriage or their spouse or their spouse's feelings. They're not even part of this conversation. I'm talking about those of us who really care for our spouse and care for our marriage, and we care about the feelings of the person that we say we love. Those are the people that I'm talking to. So ask that question. And if you say, well, no, I wouldn't do that with my spouse here, then guess what? Don't do it. Don't cross that line. Don't go beyond that boundary. And it's not okay to say, well, I think my spouse might be okay with it. That leaves room for doubt. And when in doubt, don't. So either way, you can't get around answering that question honestly and deciding on your behavior or how your behavior will change or be different based on how you answer that question. So again, I want to thank you for watching this episode of Marriage Minute, brought to you by Marriage Beyond the Breach. Go over to our YouTube channel, Marriage Beyond the Breach. Click on the notification bell and subscribe to the page. You can follow us on Instagram. You can like us on Facebook. You can join the Facebook private group. But anyway, stay in contact with us. And if there is a particular subject matter you would like to have discussed, if you have questions about anything, reach out to me, Valerie at marriagebeyondthebreach.com. Valerie at marriagebeyondthebreach.com. That is my email address. Our website is marriagebeyondthebreach.com. Thank you so much again for joining me, and have a wonderful, wonderful